My name's Chris. I'm a coordinator for the Men in Sheds group for Weston Hospice. I am a widower myself. My wife died 11 and a half years ago, and after I got over the first nastiness of bereavement, after a year or so had passed, I thought, it's been a horrible time and it might be of use to other people. So I approached the hospice who'd supported us while my wife was ill and offered my services, and for a time I trained as a bereavement support worker, and I did that work for a number of years, and through that time it became obvious that men didn't go to bereavement support. They simply didn't think it was for them. They didn't come along and do one-to-one support. They didn't go along to coffee mornings. They were really, really difficult to get to. And we heard about the Men in Sheds movement, which was a thing that started in Australia originally, because they realised that men don't like talking about their feelings, but if they can put them into a situation where their hands are busy doing small do-it-yourself items, that sort of thing, they can accidentally talk about what's really important. So we decided that we'd set up a Men in Sheds group for bereaved men who'd been supported by the hospice. And we did this, originally it was literally a shed, a 12 by 10 garden shed behind the hospice, and very quickly we outgrew the shed size. This was 5-6 years ago now, and we were on the point of thinking about getting somewhere bigger when COVID struck. Now through COVID, it was tremendous really, because the men, when they were able to, by this time we had 6 or 7 people regularly attending the shed. They met up and they supported each other. After COVID, the numbers began to grow and we found ourselves outgrowing the shed, and we moved to new premises which the hospice rents from the local council. At that time we moved down, we began to repair the buildings. We began to fit it out so that the guys could do their small do-it-yourself work. Now, they get great credit and great satisfaction from making small items that they then sell for the benefit of the hospice. And it really gives them a sense of self-worth and feels they're doing something useful for the community. And talking about the community, they've picked up on the fact that lots of people in the area come here to walk their dogs. One of our members always got a pocket full of dog biscuits, and we've become really embedded in the local community.
Oh, my name's Jeff Buxton if you like, and I found about the hospice because my wife was taken ill in 2017, and at the end of 2017 she was admitted to Weston Hospice until January the 6th of next year when she passed. Yeah, my wife Anthea, it was a second marriage for both of us. We've been married almost 22 years by the time she was taken ill, and she got grown-up children who've got children, and now those children have got children, which is not going to horrible really. But she was a family mother, and she was always knitting, always baking cakes. On any occasion she'd make a massive cake, a themed cake if you like, mobile phones, racing cars, and whatever the kids liked. And it's not like that anymore. No. But she's missed obviously. Yeah. Lovely woman. She had a brain tumour, obviously terminal, one of the most severe that they ever came across, the surgeon said. And they couldn't do anything for her beyond that, but she had a lovely, peaceful 2 weeks in the hospice. There's such perfect people in there, caring and loving and attentive, and nothing was too much trouble. If it's asked for a nurse for something, they were there, or asked for any help with anything, they were there. They were so good, just peaceful, lovely, peaceful place. They suggested the buddy clubs down at the hospice, which I didn't really fancy. And then about 2 months later there was an advert in the local paper about the Men in Sheds were just starting at the hospice. So I turned up and I've been here 5 years since. Ever since, just keep going. If it wasn't for Men in Sheds I'd probably be at home staring at four walls all day, but we've got company here with like-minded people. We've all lost somebody, not necessarily wives, it's children, other relatives, you know, we're all bereaved as it is. And it's good therapy just to talk about it if we want to, and just generally have a laugh amongst ourselves anyway. And that's what we like, it's just company for one another. We know what each other's going through. Yeah.
Repairing and maintaining the pavilion has been quite an expensive process, and we've been very glad of the support of a number of local groups who've given us grants to help us with our work, because without that we simply wouldn't be able to function.